Welcome back to the Man United stream. Hope you're doing well and Happy New Year to everybody out there, especially our subscribers and our community, our Manchester United fan community that's been supporting this channel for the last year or so. Thank you so much, and we're going to have a terrific 2025, but we've got some huge news coming out today. Yes, the transfer window has officially opened up, the January transfer window, and we've got some huge news coming out of Man United. Yes, what is Ruben Amorim planning to do with this United squad? We're going to be talking about who's going, who's coming. There's big news on the horizon. We're going to be discussing all that in today's show, so make sure you stick around, make sure you hit the like button on this video, and if you're not a subscriber to the Man United stream channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button so you can keep up to date with all the latest Manchester United news and more from one single daily dose. Now, it's all about transfers today. It's all about transfer news because we have officially woken up to the transfer window, and it's all massive news concerning Man United. We're even talking about a possibility that we might have a new goalkeeper in January transfer window. This is crazy, it's insane, but let's go back to the basics. We know there's certain players in this United squad that need selling. We're talking about Marcus Rashford, Casemiro, there were Lindelof, and finally, I think it's Antony, isn't it? Antony is the fourth player that probably is going to get sold, and the fifth one actually, a fifth one that might surprise many people out there. But we are talking even of Garnacho possibly going out on loan or being sold. Garnacho! Now, a few months ago, you'd never ever expect Garnacho to be on the list of sales out, but this is how football works. He's had a terrible few months at United, and now it looks like Ruben Amorim thinks that he's not worth keeping. I personally think Garnacho's going through a massive blip when it comes to his form, but he's still a top player, and I think we need to keep hold of him. Let us know in the comments below what you think about him, and what do you think about the rest of the players on the list? I mean, these were the usual suspects. We all knew Rashford was already on his way out. Then Casemiro, again, he's the big earner at United, but does not offer us what we're paying him. And Antony, well, he's been an absolute shambles, complete ridiculous buy throughout our periods of making rubbish transfers. He's got to be up there with one of the worst ones we've ever made. And then Lindelof, well, Lindelof is surplus to requirements. He doesn't really get any match time as a defender, so why not sell him and give him something to play for? I mean, he can go out there, play for another club and still offer them something. But them are our targets, or our target sales for this January transfer window. But we are also hearing that Ruben Amorim, the Man United boss, is after a striker. He wants a striker in this January transfer window and will not be willing to wait for the summer transfer window. He wants a striker because he can see the problems at this club right now. We are massively short of goals. The likes of Rasmus Højlund and Zertsky and Rashford and Garnacho haven't been getting any goals for us. So United have got no goals in this team. Hence why Amorim knows that he needs to go out there desperately and get in a striker. Now, we've known for years that the recruitment at United has been terrible, and last summer wasn't any better. We went and bought a goalkeeper when he wasn't our main position to be worried about. We never went and got a left back. We never got a top striker, a sought after striker, a striker that could give the 20 goals per year. I mean, this is what we said when last summer we were talking about it. We were saying, look, do whatever you can and go out there and get Harry Kane. Go out there and get a top striker. But no one was listening. No one was listening. And there's another elephant in the room, and that is Ineos and Jim Ratcliffe. Yes, we have to say it like it is. This is a big problem. This is a big problem because we've got owners who are skint, who've got no money. They don't want to spend any money. They're talking about financial fair play rules, causing a problem for them going out. But the reality is that we've got owners that don't want to go out there and spend any money anyway. They bought United thinking that they could possibly milk United the same way the Glazers were doing. That's all it was. They saw that the Glazers were in trouble, and what they've essentially done is come and given the Glazers a shield, a free shield. Jim Ratcliffe is a shield for the Glazers because the Glazers are going to continue sucking the blood out of this club, and yet they've got now Jim Ratcliffe who's going to take all the flack for him. That's what's going to happen. No one's been talking about the Glazers. We did our show a couple of days ago and we we said exactly this point. And now in the last couple of days, we've heard that Ineos have come out and said that they haven't got any money to spend in the transfer window. Absolute despicable behaviour from Ineos, and they're not going to get away with it. They're definitely not going to get away with it. If they don't sign anyone in this January transfer window, expect trouble. Expect the fans to have a complete and utter meltdown, and rightly so. Why are we not going to go out there and buy someone? We are in desperate need of players. We need to get rid of these players that we've talked about, and we need to bring in at least 2 or 3 top world-class players. One, of course, is Gyökeres. We need a left-back, whether it's Mendes, we're not quite sure. PSG are holding out on a huge amount for him. I don't think United can afford him, so they'll have to go out there and look for somebody else, another left-back, and then they need to bring in at least another midfield player. Someone like a Cam, someone who could play instead of Bruno Fernandes. We saw the other day, Bruno Fernandes missing against Newcastle wasn't good, was it? I mean, look, this is the position we're in. We are desperate because we need someone else to cover Bruno Fernandes, because Bruno Fernandes isn't good, but in this team he's actually really important to us, because without him we've got no decent player in that position. That's the problem. We had Mason Mount come in the summer, but he's been absolutely ridiculous as well. He's with his injuries, he's been unlucky. Look, I'm not going to say that it's his fault, because injuries are injuries. You can't predict them. It's not no one's fault, but we need to bring in somebody else. Let's be honest, we need to go out there and bring somebody else instead of Mason Mount. Mason Mount, I think this should be his last season at United. We need to get him sold as well, because we cannot keep players like this. We need to get rid of loads of players. We know we need to get rid of loads of players. It's just a matter of time. We're going to keep you posted on all the latest developments on transfer news coming out of Man United. It's going to be crazy. These couple of weeks are going to be absolutely insane, and you'll want to keep up to date with everything. So make sure you hit the like button on this video. Make sure you subscribe to this channel so you can get everything up to date, breaking news, all in one single daily dose. You are watching the Man United Stream channel by the fans for the fans.